We're finally coming to the moment where it's time to close the game and to cash in the money, get your money into your bank, which has been the whole goal from the beginning. Getting your money in the bank. If you ain't got money in the bank, if the client hasn't paid you, he's not a client and you don't have a business, my friend. So time to close the deal, time to close the game, time to close the client, to actually create a client, make them a client. The psychology of closing the deal is very simple. Every purchase is impulsive. You already know this. When the time comes to cash in and close the game, when you raised your authority high enough, you've talked to the client, you've explained the strategy, they're happy, you're getting along, you have their attention, you got them interested in your offer, they want your value. The way you close the client is by creating and inducing that impulsivity. You have to put and embed that irrational element, and that's done by involving emotions. Like I said, you're not going to sell on price, you're not going to sell on your product. Those are the things you're going to sell. Emotions. People buy emotions and don't buy products. They won't buy your website. They will buy you. They will buy the promise. They will buy your results. They will buy the future. Certainly, they won't buy the website. Websites, everybody is making websites. Nobody is making fucking beautiful promises. Nobody's making MAFIA offers. Nobody's charismatic. Everybody's a web developer. Everybody knows how to do a website. Nobody's charismatic. Nobody is a leader. Nobody knows how to sell. Be that guy and you're going to sell. You're going to far exceed the competition. You're going to close most of your deals. Get the client's attention. Market them by increasing your authority and in the meantime giving out. It's depending. If you're talking on Instagram, like I said, you're not going to explain your business, obviously. If you're selling a ticket, you're probably going to book a meeting, involve a meeting in the process, because we're talking about large sums of money and probably big projects, big services that have to be done. So we need a meeting. You're going to arrange a meeting with the client. In the meeting, you're going to basically explain what you do, but always talking about the need. There will never be a moment when you are allowed to, I do this and this and this, well, the details are this and this and this. Yeah, my strategy, I specialize in this because, it's writing code this way. No, you're never going to be doing that. Never. Don't think and don't wait for that, because the moment will never come. The moment will never come unless you're selling to some freak like some other freak about web developing that knows about coding and stuff. You're never going to convince them by talking about the fact you use a Visual Studio or some other editor. They don't care. They don't give a shit. You're never going to sell your product or your service. You're selling emotions. You're selling your promises. You're selling the future. I'm not a moron, constantly repeating the same shit. Create value. Create a MAFIA offer. Create a beautiful prize. And if the client doesn't want it, next. Immediately next. No fucking around. Let's talk about outreaching methods. I gave you the Instagram method. Now, there's plenty of ways to outreach to people. There's plenty of ways. There's cold calls. I hate those. You can contact clients the way you want. There's cold calls, there are emails, messages, ringing their doorbell, anything you want. Ads. You can contact them the way you want. I hate cold calls. I hate cold calls because I'm going to tell you why. Most likely, if you're watching this, you're a kid. You're 16, 17, 18, 19. You're slightly younger than me. When I sell, I have the problem that I'm young, and I have to be exceptionally good when I'm selling because people don't take me that seriously because I'm young. 30, 40-year-olds, the boomers don't take me seriously because I'm younger than them. I have to be exceptionally good to sell to them. You are no match. When I was 17, 18, trying to sell, it was a bloodbath. Bloodbath. Nobody was taking me seriously. Nobody. No one would take me seriously when I was that kid trying to sell advertising pack, 3 months of work for 15K. No one was taking me seriously because I was young, and people have a problem with that. People do have a problem with that. So if you're young, you probably understand this yourself. If you're young, you can't cold call. You cannot cold call. They won't listen. You are a kid. You watched my course, right? So you are very capable about sales. You know everything about sales. You watched my course, and you're probably watching some other guy also, some explanation, you are probably serious about business. You wouldn't be spending money to learn things otherwise. But people don't care. Entrepreneurs especially. They don't care. They're self-centered. They don't care about you. They don't care about your product. Now, if you do everything correctly, you're going to close some people on cold calls, of course. You will. And remember to message me still. Don't forget that if you do cold calls, try to send me a message, and I will give you in the training program. I will give you some tips. I'm gonna try to find my old scripts. Maybe I can help you. I'm gonna find a way to help you if you want to do cold calls. But you have to know that if you're young, if you're 18, it's gonna be a problem. I don't understand why you want to do cold calling so bad. There's better ways for you to close clients. But if you want to do cold calling so bad, for some reason, I don't know, don't know. Let's talk about cold calls. There's still some value I can give you. If you're a bit older, you can take this. Now, you're going to talk, everybody knows about the gatekeeper. The problem is the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper, pain in the ass. The entrepreneur told her or told him, no, they told them to not let you pass, not give out the phone number. They're a pain in the ass. You want to be their friend. When you talk to the gatekeeper, be her friend, be his friend. Don't try to bypass them and I have to talk to the entrepreneur. I have this fucking offer. Don't explain to them the offer. Bro, you're crazy. You don't explain the offer to the gatekeeper. Never explain yourself. Listen, if you don't explain yourself to the entrepreneur, why the fuck would you explain yourself to somebody who haven't even got a vote on what to do in the company? They don't decide what's happening. They don't decide what project to accept and invest in. They have no voice on it. They have no vote. Why would you explain yourself to them? Never do that if you're cold calling. And never do that even in messages. If you're contacting a business and you're talking to some assistant instead of the entrepreneur, never explain yourself to them. Never. Anyway, still, you want to get them involved. Don't ignore them. Make them understand that it's important that you talk to the entrepreneur because you have to discuss business, and they don't know the details. They are not competent on the field. They know about customer care, customer service or something, but they certainly don't know about everything unless it's a very small company. But they still don't know, and they don't have the responsibility. They don't take decisions. Right? You have to talk to the decision maker. It's important. So make them understand this. Do it in a polite way, but get them involved. Get them involved some way. Be convinced, hello, yes, I would like to talk to some Joe, name of the entrepreneur. I would love to talk to him. I have something very important to say to him. It's about his business. I took a look at the website, yeah, and I see some problems. There's something we need to fix, right? Be smart. But don't tell them, like I did, don't tell the details. Don't explain what you did. I would like to sell him. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? They literally trained the gatekeeper to close phone calls about sales, and you're gonna tell them you want to sell a website? You're a fucking crazy man. Don't tell details. Don't explain yourself. There's something very important I have to say to Joe. It's about his website. We need to fix something immediately. But involve them. There's something very important I have to tell him. It's important about this website. Can I talk about it with you? Can I talk about it with you? You make them feel important. They're not some assistant, nobody. Oh, this guy wants to discuss it with me. Well, I don't know if I can discuss the details. Yeah, I know you can't, fucking dumbass. Pass me the entrepreneur. But you make them feel important. Now, most likely, still, what's going to happen is that the entrepreneur is not here. Sorry, he's not here at the moment. Even if he is, they're going to tell you it's not here. He said, say I'm not here. He said, say I'm away. I'm doing something else. I'm not available. They are trained to do this. And say, okay, no problem. Just, it's kind of urgent. I'm going to try to call back later. Is it okay if I call back later? Yeah, you can call back later. They're not going to say no. They're not going to say no because they're trained also to, they also need, it's a balance. They will allow you to talk until you try to get to the entrepreneur. Then they reject you. But until you keep it in a safe zone, in a vague way, they will trust you. And you will see this. If you try to call people, try to implement these things, you will see they will start to like you. Also, try to make jokes. Make a couple of jokes. If you're not talking to the entrepreneur, it's fine to tell jokes. Yeah, the world is gonna explode or something. Say some bullshit. Say some joke. You're talking to someone who's there to do their job, and they don't care about the company. They likely don't care about the company. They are uninterested in the future of the company, really, like not that much. They're gonna like to have a few jokes while they're, filling the emails and reading stuff and reading offers all the time. If you make a joke to them, they're gonna like you. And once you hang up, yeah, I'm gonna call later, thanks, thank you. Always ask the name. Thank you, Sarah, very nice of you, I'm gonna call you later, bye. Hang up. You call an hour later. Hey Sarah, hello, it's me. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. I'm holding the world together here. Yeah, is Joe back? Is Joe back? Can I talk to him right now? Please, it's important. You don't understand. We're risking our lives here. Some bullshit. Like a firefighter. I don't know. I don't do cold calls. I haven't been doing cold calls in a long time right now. But this is converting people. You're gonna convert people. I was closing people when I was 18 doing this, and if you're 25, 26, you're gonna do very well probably. Email marketing is the same thing as messages. Basically what you do with emails is that you substitute the introduction, the little line at the top, which is what they read in the notification, right? Notification pops up from Instagram, and if they see, hi, my website, bullshit, because you can't read much, dot at some point. So if they read, all they can read is, hi, I'm specialized, bullshit, fuck you. They swipe away, never gonna open your message. But if they read, I'm looking for intelligent people to collab, dot. I'm allergic to eggplants, do you, dot. At least they're gonna be curious. Now, not everyone is gonna open the message, but some people will. Just out of curiosity. Some people will open it because it's their job. Some people will open it out of curiosity. Some people will open it out of just, what the fuck are you talking about? And people will open your message and you've got your leads. You've got them interested, and you do that with the object of the mail. So you construct the mail, same theory of the message, but the introduction is something short in the object. Like you could be sending a mail to a business. This is extreme stuff. I used to do this. It's extreme. It's like it's the limit. But you could work something around and try to emulate. What I was doing when I was young, and I was sending my emails because nobody was listening to my phone calls. What I was doing is I would send mails, and the object was I would take the name of the entrepreneur and say, important to Sarah. Sarah is the owner of the company. And I would say, very important to the attention to Sarah. Very important for Sarah. Everyone was opening the mail. Everyone was opening the mail. The entrepreneur herself was opening the mail. They see a mail important for Sarah. What? Does he know my name? Who is this guy? And I was opening the mail. Everybody was opening the mail because it's a bit extreme. I don't suggest you to do that because when you get that extreme, I don't know, there's something can happen. Somebody can get mad at you, like, why the fuck do you know my name? Who are you? And try to be a little more relaxed. Listen, I was doing this, and if you're gonna do it, I'm not gonna blame you, but people will open your mails, but be careful, be careful.